Hi, I wonder, how many of y'all have ever seen a dog look like this? A dog wearing some equipment like this, and it just really got you thinking like, maybe something's wrong with him. Maybe he's scared. Maybe he's gonna chew on somebody. Maybe he's already chewed on somebody. Maybe he's gonna, hey Johnny, let's heel, let's sit. Maybe he's dangerous. He's dangerous because he has that on. He's dangerous because he looks like this right here, right now. I wonder how many of y'all see this and think it's something that he done wrong. My name is Mark Anthony DeBose Jr., and I was born July 4th of 1986. And today, I want to talk about the beautiful thing of a muzzle. A muzzle is an awesome tool. A muzzle is a great tool. A muzzle is a fantastic tool to be able to explain to your dog, to be able to give your dog the language of having the understanding of everything's okay. You can relax. You can calm down. You don't have to worry anymore. You don't have to stress out anymore. You don't have to put any sort of pressure out there to the world, because now I've taken away, say, all of your weapons. I've taken your weapons away, and now you don't have to worry about what's going to happen to you. For me personally, I had a lot of experience with playing with a lot of dogs and using a lot of muzzles, and I use a lot of muzzles on people's dogs, and I'm like, I'm not quite sure yet. So I always like to slap one on a dog just to see how they respond and see how they react. And in most cases, I'm gonna say probably 98% of the time, I've worked with one dog still, and this dog I worked in my internship working at the school, that I've come to realize like it actually like transformed him in the opposite direction, where it made him enraged. It made him wanna bite even more. It made him wanna bark even more. It made him wanna go even more crazy. But the 98% other dogs, when you put a muzzle on a dog, it gives a language to the dog of, hey, you know what? I don't need to fight. I don't need to battle. I don't need to argue. I don't need to complain. I don't need to do anything. I just need to do what it is that you want me to do right now, and then I can go ahead and move forward with my life and not have to worry, not have to stress, not have to be anxious, not have to have any sort of what ifs and what coulds and what is and what none of that. You just let it all go. You just drop it all. You just fully submit and just say, you know what, just do what you got to do. And then it puts a massive amount of relief inside of the dog, because now he knows that he can never, or she can never, go to the point of wanting to put their teeth on you. They don't have the option to. So it really just slows them down. It really just relaxes them down. It really just makes them super, super comfortable. And at the same time, it makes them confident knowing that they aren't gonna have to do something that they don't wanna do. Because I'm gonna say this, not 100% of dogs, depending on the situation, but as far as you poking it and pushing it and taking it to the vet and getting shots and taking it to the groomer and getting washed, dogs don't wanna bite. They have no intentions on trying to bite us as human beings. Even dogs that are bred to be bitey dogs, to bite, they still aren't bred to, say, bite people. They're bred to bite toys, and they're bred to know that that's the aspect of it. They're bred to bite animals, and they're not bred to bite human beings. So for a dog to bite a human being, you're putting a lot of pressure on that dog to constantly sit there and say to him that that's his last case scenario. That's just his last. He's gonna try everything before it, and that's his last case. And you just told that dog, hey man, you don't have to do that. He's like, oh, cool, thank you. I absolutely appreciate you. I absolutely appreciate everything that's going on. And it's something that just humbles the dog. It relaxes them like no other. And I wonder why a lot of us don't use this tool, because we have the perception. The expectations of the perception of what other people are going to think or what other people are going to say, because I see my dog having that and I see your dog wearing this, you must not have control of that animal. That animal is crazy. That animal is savage. And I'm going to say to probably at least 95 to 90% of people that I see outside, it's almost to be required that you have that on your dog, based on the way and the behavior that the dog is acting. When they're growling and snapping and barking and lunging and doing all that, it should be a requirement that you have that on your dog if you are not able to keep your dog calm, relaxed, and satisfied next to your side. And they do start barking, that you have a verbal being able to shut them down, quiet them down, to be able to let them know it's okay. I see it's fine. I don't need you to do that anymore. It should be a requirement that more and more people use this tool, because it's going to completely relax your dog. It's going to completely calm your dog down. It's going to completely make your dog just feel so satisfied that it doesn't have to go to that point of feeling that it needs to put teeth on. And the main issue that we have, the main problem that we have going on today, is a lot of us are out here treating and being with their dogs and acting as if they are human beings, and acting as if they're this awesome little child that you need to take care of, that never takes any discipline, that never needs any correction, that just needs loves and treats. And hey, Oreo, let's get down. needs hugs and needs treats and just needs all that to be able to be a good dog and be able to be a nice dog. But I'm still going to question and still going to say, if that was the case, why is your dog not responsive? Why is your dog just running away from you? Why is your dog chewing all on you? Why is your dog still lunging and going crazy at all other dogs and all other animals out there? Why is it still doing that if your dog just needs treats and it's a sweet little kid and it doesn't need any correction, it doesn't need any direction? Why is it still doing all that? So something for me that I loved about the muzzle is every time I take the dog to the vet, every time I have to wash my, this is the only dog I wash without a muzzle on. I'm going to put it on him next time to amplify if he wants to roll in some poop again, and knowing that he's going to have to upgrade his existence to do that if he wants to try to keep doing stupid silly madness out here. But I like to put it on my dogs every single time, and I notice every single time it completely calms them down. It lets them know that they do not have to go to the point of trying to bite you to get you to stop. They just submit, they just say, okay, you just do what you got to do real quick, and then after we get it off, now you can just run around and go play and do whatever you want to do anyways. And I wasn't here to actually harm you. And that's something that the dogs are always going through, this contemplation in their mind of feeling like, are you going to hurt me? Are you trying to kill me? Are you trying to destroy me? Are you trying to damage me? And then we do what we do with them, and then in the end they realize like, oh, you actually didn't hurt me. Huh? I'm still alive. Like, you actually gave me treats and all. Like you gave me the shot, it stuck for a little bit, but you gave me some cheese and everything's okay. The dog realizes in the end that everything's all right, everything's just satisfying. And it's something that a lot of us really need to start playing with, experimenting, and working with our dogs to be able to understand how to be able to get them in a nice, calm, solid, relaxed state. And that's something that I don't know what it is, people, but 90% of people out here just in reality need to have such a tool for their dog to be able to let their dog know that they do not have to fight, that they do not have to go into battle, and at the same time that they don't, but they can't, and they have no reasons why they should even consider even thinking of that as an option. And with that said, I gotta talk about something that just keeps going on. I keep hearing about, I keep getting wind of, and just keeps coming to me. Is everyone out here, I mean, it's even hitting people with major channels that y'all got 1 million, 2 million, 3, 5 million. Y'all got a huge following, and you're out here pushing this message to a lot of people out here that is just, I don't get this and I don't understand this, because you all claim and y'all say that you read the same Bible that I read. You all claim and say that you're a follower of the same Jesus that I am. That y'all claim to have the same understandings, and we all are going by the same guidelines. We're all going by the same commandments, and we're all supposed to be doing all the same stuff. But yet there's a massive separation going on out here. And that has to deal with the thing that's happened just recently that I just heard of is a Tractor Supply having these little trans shows and stuff going on, and they're going to the schools and they're doing all this, and a lot of y'all here are like, we're gonna boycott, we're banning them because of this, we're gonna do this. I'm trying to tell everyone to never affiliate with them and cut that. And when did Jesus ever say that we should be doing that as a human being, as a race on this planet? We're supposed to love one another. We're supposed to respect one another. We're supposed to do for one another. We're not supposed to slander people. We're not supposed to damage people. We're not supposed to destroy people. It doesn't even matter if they don't believe in what you believe in. You do not destroy them. You do not damage them. Hey, Ori, let's get down. You do not slander them. You do not do anything to them to try and slow them down from doing what it is that they're doing. That has nothing to do with the message that Jesus Christ, born of God, came to this planet to be able to explain to us and show to us and provide to us, to let us know that that's not something that we need to worry about. That's for God to handle. That's for him to take care of. It's not for us as a human being to sit here and feel like we need to put out there and start fighting out there and put all our reach out there to try to destroy people and try to slow people down. And that has nothing to do with God's message. God's message being of today, we are coming and we should love one another. We should respect one another. We should try to explain and give knowledge and give understanding and give research and give just everything that we have inside of us to let people know why it is that we do that and that we don't do that. Why it is I go this way and why I don't go that way. Why it is that I'm firm 100% on this over here and why I don't want to do that. It's not for me to say to you, because you don't agree with me, that now I'm going to absolutely damage you. Now I'm going to destroy you. Now I'm going to, you got nothing, I'm going to make sure that I remove all the people from you. I'm going to make sure that no one ever goes to you no more. That is not not the message of God at all. And I feel like, and I have a very, very good, just solid understanding of why people today do not want to know who God is and do not want to know who Jesus is, because they keep hearing these messages over and over and over and over and over and over again of how someone who believes in him is trying to damage and destroy someone else, who's trying to exile someone else, who's trying to slander someone else, who's got enviousness on someone else, who's jealous of someone else, who's doing all of these things. So of course, if you're that why would anybody want to be around you and be a part of that? Because all they see is hate. And then with that hate comes destruction. And all they see is destruction. So they see you. They're supposed to believe in God. They're supposed to believe. And you're supposed to bring them closer to him. You're supposed to bring them closer into having more faith. You're supposed to bring them closer into, God is love and he's peace and he's awesome and he's glorious and he's going to be able to heal you and he's going to fix you. He's going to be able to bring to you. He's going to be able to do things for you that no other human can out here, that you yourself can't do out here. But yet you're out here trying to destroy someone else as a human being, when that is 100% against his message to us and what it is that we're supposed to be doing out here. That we should be putting, like, say, a muzzle on and saying, I know what you're doing out there. I know what's going on over there, but it's not for me to use my, say, weapons, because I don't have any weapons. I don't have anything. I mean, literally, us as human beings, technically, we do. But as far as a spiritual weapon on trying to stop and get someone to stop doing what is it they're doing, we have no say in that. We pray to what we need to pray to, and then we move on with what it is that we need to move on with. That we don't do anything about it. We don't go out there and try to destroy them because they are not on the same mission that we're on. And that is not the message at all that Jesus came here to bring to us, at all. That is not the message at all that God is saying that we should be doing, is sitting here trying to destroy someone because they don't believe in what I believe in. What he says is you need to educate. You need to communicate to people all around you to, hey, get down. We need to educate everyone to be able to let them know. We need to be a model to other people to let them know what it is that they should and they shouldn't be doing. Every single time that you're just, I don't agree with that, so I'm going to destroy them. Every single time you do that, you lose 1,000 people and you gain another 100,000, 200,000 people to just want to go and do that instead. Every single time. I mean, this to everyone out here that's been a parent and has a parent, and even this works and happens with our own animals, with our dogs. That every time, this works 100% of the time with dogs, and this goes back to a message of a talk that I talk, me just being a dog trainer, understanding dogs, but I know this hardcore with children the same exact way. Every single time that you have such hate, you have such energy, you have such passion in you to tell your kid to not do that, what is the first thing that they do? That same thing. What is the first thing that your dog does when you say, no, don't do that, get out of that trash and stay out of that trash? The first thing that dog does is he gets in that trash instantly. That's the instant thing that he does, because you have so much energy towards it that it's almost like they just, hey, Orioles, get down. You have so much energy in it that the child is just like, well, maybe I should go over there. Maybe I should try it out. And that's all that you're doing. All that you're doing is amplifying it. And you know what's crazy? You know it's super crazy that I know a lot of people got their sayings on COVID and this and that and the sayings on all the stuff that goes on out here. But we have such hate and so much. You guys have serious followings for something that's just a micro percent of the nation and of the world. And if you want to look at it in world statistics, it's a micro selection of the world. And you're out here going to ban someone. You're going to slander someone. You're trying to destroy someone because of a micro section. Instead of having a good understanding of, let that go. Let that energy be. Let that energy just not be anywhere, not be any part of it. And you're going to watch how things just start to come to you, how things will start to be, say, the way that it is that you're looking for. And I'm going to say that's 100% fact with not just even human training, but 100% fact with dog training. When your dog is just barking and going crazy, the more that you just keep on going and keep on going and keep on going, the more that they're going to keep on going with it. I say that, but that's different with my shadow man. He actually does stop. It was my Kahi that I had this issue with, that he just wouldn't stop. He wouldn't quit. He would just keep going and keep going. You would walk past him, he would just keep going and keep making it happen and keep cruising and keep going digging deep with it, until I decided to, you know what? Do what you do, man. Go ahead. You want to act crazy over there. You want to be wild and savage over there. You want to go against the grain over there. You want to be all just free and doing it, whatever it is you over there. Just stay over there and do that then. I'm going to go over here and do this. While you're doing that, we're going to walk right past you and keep on having a fun day and having fun times and having good situation, eating good food and having good laughs and doing what it is we need to do and take care of what we need to take care of and having good training sessions. While you're over there doing all your crazy madness, we're not going to pay any attention to that. We're going to completely ignore that, and we're going to focus on what it is that we need to focus on. And that's something that I feel like a whole lot of us, a whole lot of people, a whole lot of human beings out here really need to start to get that concept in their brain. That once you decide to let that information go, once you decide to just quit, once you decide to just, you know what, I see what you're doing, I know what's going on over there, but just go ahead, do what you got to do, because I'm going to stay on my mission that I got to stay on. The more and more you're going to realize that none of that matters, that none of it matters at all, that it has zero to you. It's like for me, when I hear about a girl that wants to be a boy, or a boy that wants to be a girl, or a guy that wants to be with a guy, or a girl that wants to be with a girl, I'm like, who cares? Do what you do. Is that going to slow me down from the mission that I'm on what it is I'm making happen out here, and what it is that's going on with me out here? No, I don't care. Y'all do what y'all got to do over there, and I'm going to be over here doing what it is that I need to do over here. And that doesn't have anything. It's not going to get in me to make me slow down. It's not going to get in me to make me stop. It's not going to get in me to make me want to write a blog post about it for 5 years. It's not going to get in me about to just continue to do it. It's just going to irritate me. It's going to enrage me. No, I'm going to watch what y'all do, and I'm going to keep on doing what it is that I want to do. And I'm not going to have any care, any worry, any issue, any situation. But I feel like no one's actually even saying this part of the message about everything that's going on out here. That everyone's just like dancing around it and feeling like they need to have a voice in it, have a this in it. And I'm going to say to everyone, let it go. Let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. Let it go. Let all of it go. Don't worry about it. Don't care about it. Let it go. And watch how your life is going to upgrade. Watch how your life is going to get better. Watch how things are just going to be such an ease of access to you that you're not going to have to be struggling no more. You're not going to be stressing about it no more. You're not going to be worried about it no more. You're not going to be all on your mind about it no more. You're not going to get enraged about it no more. You're not going to do anything with it. Let it go. You think that you're in control of it? You're not. Let it go. You think that, this is with everything, of letting it go. Let it go. Who's our president now? Let it go. Let it go. Who making the rules out here for this and this? Let it go. None of it is inside of your control. None of it is for you to be able to make the decision all on your own. And even if you got 100 people, even if you got 1 million people on your side, 1 million people, I don't even think people know what the power of 1 million people is. That's a lot of people. And if you put all those people in one place and have all these peoples in one people's place, you still can't change nothing. You still can't get anything done. And that's been proven over and over and over again, all throughout history, all throughout all our time here, and especially since our written history of everything modern nowadays in the past, say, 100 years. 1 million people is still not enough to be able to make any sort of change. 200, 300 million people in reality, they're having the whole nation on board, is still not going to inflict no sort of change. So let it go. You have no control. Control what matters. Control what only should matter is something that's inside of your own control. And the only thing that's inside of your control is yourself. Yourself is the only thing in your control. So if you try to put such hate out there on, my son better never do this and he better never be that, just watch just watch where he's going to go. Watch what he's going to do. Watch what's going to happen. If you just look at your kid and you just say, son, you're never going to be smoking, you're never going to be drinking, you're never going to do this, and you're never going to do that, and yet you're doing it, why you think that he's not going to do it? Why you think that he's not going to be tempted to want to get in it? Because he's just looking at you like, Mom, hey, Dad, like, y'all seem to be, y'all cool. Y'all my idol. Y'all my, I'll think of that word in a second. Y'all the people that I look up to, and you seem fine, so why can't I do that? Why wouldn't I try that? And you're going to look at them and say, no, you're never going to do that. And just watch exactly what they do. Watch exactly who the type of people they hang out with. And you're just like, you're never going to hang out with this, and you're never going to do this, and you're never going to that. Just watch what happens. The best thing that you can do, the only thing that you can do, is go ahead and put that muzzle on and say, I got to focus on me. And no matter what goes on out there, after it all, it's not going to hurt me. It's not going to damage me. It's not going to destroy me. It's not going to throw me off track. It's not going to confuse me. It's not going to slow me down from doing what it is that I need to do. Just put that muzzle on and just basically accept what's going on, accept what's happening, and then you're going to realize once you get through it that you're going to look around like, man, nothing happened. Everything's okay. Everything's fine out here. Everything's all right. And then just stay on your mission of doing what it is that you need to do to stay calm, to stay firm, to stay solid, to stay true to what it is that you really want to stay true to. And then watch how people and everything around you is going to just come along with you. It's just going to join board with you. When you're not focused over there and you're focused on what really matters, you're focused on your family, you're focused on your stuff, You focused on your work. You focused on your situation. You focused on God. You focused on taking care of him. You focused on taking care of yourself. You're going to watch how everything else around you just starts to change. And you're going to notice that just different stuff is going to start coming to you. Different stuff is going to start being around you. That the more and more that you want to try to put all this hate out there, the more and more you want to try and destroy other people out there, the more and more that destruction is going to come right back to you. And that's unfortunately, but fortunately, I say it on both sides because it just depends on how you want to look at your life. Fortunately, but unfortunately, that's what comes back to you because that's who God is and that's what he's all about. You're not going to put destruction out there and expect for just peace and joy and love and kindness and self-control and forbearance and another one in there coming back to you if all you're doing is putting out such negativity. If all you're doing is putting out there and trying to use your, say, platform, your ways to try and sway people from going to certain places to try to destroy them, to try to hinder them, to try to damage them. What good do you think is going to come back to you with doing stuff like that on a day-to-day, everyday basis? What good is that for you to try to sit there and trying to build up to bring more people, to have all more of this hate, to come with more picket forts, and to come with more cocktails and try to burn places down and try to shoot up places and try to destroy places and try to bomb places and try to burn, did I say burn it down? Yeah, burn it down and burn it down again. What good is going to come to you by trying to excite people to get into their emotions, to get into their feelings, to be able to do that? That's why I'm going to say here today. I'm going to say here today that I think that 90% of this stuff that I even see, that I even hear people talk about that have a certain specific type following, I think that y'all is all fake. I think y'all is all false. I think that y'all is all paid and y'all is all have scripts that you need to go by, because it's crazy on how everyone that has such a following all talks about the same stuff at the exact same time. Like it's all just, you guys all got, it's like you guys are the new news that since nobody watches the news, not nobody, but not as many people watch the news today, and all I have this whole, I think it's fake and I don't think it's real type stuff, that now you got paid people that look just like me, that have areas just like me, that do stuff that you don't know what I do in reality behind this camera. You don't know what those other people are doing behind that camera. You have no idea what's going on in their lives. You have no idea how they are and what they function and how they function and how they talk and how they do and who they around and who they don't allow being around them and anything going on with them. That I think that a lot of this is just paid actors to just get people to just get excited, to get in their feelings, to go out there, to go burn it down, to go destroy it, to go damage, to just go and be ruthless outside and not just sit down and do what it is that God is actually telling you and intending you and wanting you and in reality forcing you to do. It's just let it go, let it go, let it go. Show them love in a way of understanding that if you want to do that, you're going to basically see what's going to happen from that. It's not for me to put consequences on them for doing that. It's for God to be able to speak through them, through you, to be able to show to them what it is that's going on out here. And the more and more that we're out here pushing our energy and trying to hate somebody and trying to destroy somebody, the more they're not going to listen. The more they're going to refuse you, the more they're just going to start rejecting you more and more and more and even more and more on top of more. And that's something that I think that a lot of us, if not all of us, really need to take a good hard look at ourselves with what it is that's going on out here, what it is that we're doing and how it is we're treating other people and how it is we're being with other people, to let them know that I'm here to help you. I'm not here to destroy you. And destroying people, and some people will say, oh, Mark, oh, Anthony, oh, Mr. DeBose. Well, isn't it not showing them love if you're allowing them to go to destruction and doing that? And it's not, that's where I would say it's not for you as a human being to be able to explain to someone that the sin that they're living is this and that and can't be given by God and God doesn't like this and he doesn't like that. That's for the Spirit of God to speak to them directly to do and not do what it is that they want to do. It is not for you to demand that another human being does this or does that or doesn't this and doesn't that. That's where we run into absolutely sticky, destructive situations on this planet. It's only for you to give the information. It's not for you to enslave people, to damage people, to destroy people, to try to force them to do that and be a part of that and be in that. That's something that I feel like a lot of us are getting very, very confused with, feeling like in reality, this is where I get stuck and get situated with the whole term and the concept of religion, because it enslaves people it forces people to do some things that are super damaging, that are not things that are of love in any sort of way, that are just trying to hurt people and trying to bring people down, and bringing people down to the point that they feel absolutely worthless. And then they start to feel so worthless that they just quit. They give up and they get out, and they're just like, I don't want any part of this no more. You guys are just too mean. You guys are just too on your little high horse on I'm the right and I don't know anything. And that's something that, I mean, I myself ran into as a personal situation, a personal way of life of people just always looking at me like we're so cool, we're so perfect, and we're so right, and you're wrong, you don't know it, and you're not this, and you're not there. And it just forced me to just go further and further and further away, not showing me how good you actually are, not showing me how good God really is, not showing me the awesomeness that he has and that he's able to provide and be able to bring. Just constantly showing you just you're stupid, and you don't know, and you're not this, and you're not that. And it's like, why would I ever want to follow someone and follow and be a part of anything when that's how the people are talking? How could I ever do that? How could I ever be a part of that? And I know something crazy today, that when I talk about fake paid actors, that I get the concept that what sells is excitement. What sells is drama. What sells is damaging things. What sells is stuff like that. And that's something that I feel like a lot of us really need to take a good hard look at, what it is that we're actually looking at, what it is that we're paying attention to, who it is we're taking our solid, good faith information from, thinking that they're right and they know it, and I got to follow them to get a real good understanding of where you actually want to go with your life, where you actually want to go with your time, where you actually want to be in your future. Do you want to be in destruction the way they are? Do you want to be in because that's the main thing to look for. Look at the fruit. Look at the things that are around them. Is everything dying in destruction? Is everything getting worse and going down? Is everything failing and never ever succeeding? Is that what's going on in their world? Or is everything in their world just getting better? Is everything in their world succeeding? Is everything in their world just upgrading? Is everything in their world just getting ease of life? Is everything just going smooth for them? And that's something that you really want to be able to start testing and start challenging. Not someone show up with, well, I got a brand new car today. How easy is it for a paid actor to show up with a brand new car, as opposed to something that they're working on, something that they're building, something that they're growing, something that they're actually dedicated in? Is that actually getting better? Is their grass even growing? Is there, I say even grass, that's as simple as that. Are there animals thriving? Are there animals going along? Is everything taken care of with that? Or are you struggling with that? Are you behind in that? Are you in lack with that? Is your relationships with people, is that getting worse? Is they pushing everyone more away? Or are they actually gaining more people? Are more people trying to watch them? Are more people trying to follow them? Are more people trying to get interested in them? And not in a way of, I just want to see what he says next because he's going to say something damaging. He's going to say something to destroy me. He's going to say something to hurt me. He's going to say something to try to bring me down. He's going to say something to just be ruthless to me. And it's like, no. And unfortunately, this is a funny thing I'm going to say right here, right now. Unfortunately, some of y'all, a lot of y'all that watch me, that know me, that's ever been a part of me in my life, you have this assumption in you thinking that I'm here to just try to damage you. I'm here to try to just destroy you. I'm here to try to just talk down to you and talk down about you. And I know that some of y'all, a few of y'all, many of y'all watch me in hopes of just, I will say that and I will do that. And that's a very interesting behavior to me. It's like, why would you want to put yourself in the fire? Why wouldn't you just hit the delete button, hit the don't follow button, and then just go on and move on with your life and do what it is that you do? Instead of looking for the destruction, looking for the hate, looking for something to just there it is. See, he is talking about me. And it's just I don't know what it is. That's kind of funny to me. That's unfortunately, it's kind of funny to me. As much as it's funny to me, that's where I'm going to say that I'm a human being, that I'm not perfect, and it shouldn't be funny to me, because it should be more of me saying and hoping and wishing that you would get better, that you would move on, and you would figure out how to be able to do what it is that you need to do to be able to upgrade your life. But I know and notice that most of us love to just watch some information that just wants to try and destroy us, because you're in a crossroads of your life of feeling like you don't know who you are, you don't know what's going on. And with that said, right now I got to talk more and more. I got to talk on my main message, my main mission, my main everything in life is understanding who God is and how he's able to help you and be able to bring better things to you in your life, to be able to upgrade your life, to be able to calm your life, to be able to relax your life, to be able to allow you to have someone to rely on, so that when you are hurting, when you are struggling, when you are damaged, when you are defeated, that you have something to be able to go. Oreo, we just took a nice long bath yesterday, and now you oh, you clean again. Have someone to be able to rely on, so that you're able to be able to upgrade your life and be able to make your life real smooth, be able to be satisfied in your life. Because it's an interesting passage that came to me today. This is another one that just reminded me of something that I've been thinking about this past month, and then thinking about this future month of mine coming. It's like, what is it that I'm actually looking for? What is it that I actually want? What is it that actually matters on this planet? And a lot of that we think that we get stuck in is this money stuff. Hey, Oreo. A lot of it is we get stuck in this money, thinking if I had more of it, then I'd be fine. If I had more of this, then I'd be fine. And it's not even just money, it's stuff at the same time. If I have more of this, then everything will be all right. And if I have more of that, man, y'all staring like something's coming down there. What's coming down there? Y'all got me nervous. It's like y'all can see some stuff. I feel like these dogs can see some stuff that we just can't see, that we don't know what's going on. We have no idea that they can see more than we can see, and or smell more, smell something that we just can't smell, that we don't quite comprehend what exactly is going on. That these dogs are just way more in tune with this earth and way more in tune with everything that's going on out here, that have a way better understanding of what it is out here that's actually going on. And that's why I really love studying them so much, to figure out more about this planet and more about this existence and more about what's going on out here. And that just, when I see these guys, it just brings me more and more closer to just want to love and want to be about and want to appreciate and want to have a good understanding of more and more of who God is and what he's all about, because he's just absolutely incredible. He's so incredible that he's able to help you when you are struggling. He's so incredible that he's able to get you away from some damaging things and be able to lead you to stay on a nice path, that you're no longer feeling like you need to try to destroy this and damage that and slander this and be jealous over that and try to do any of that anymore. That you just stay on a good, smooth, strong, straight up path, a path that you're not deviating from it. You're not getting off course and feeling like, I just want to try that for a little bit and it'll make me happy, and I just want to try this for a little bit and make me happy. No, you're just on a nice course that's just able to make your life absolutely wonderful. And wonderful in a way of, no, not everything is just going to be perfect. Not everything is just always going to be right. Not everything is just going to be the best of the best over and over and all the time. That you're going to have some struggles, but you're going to be able to get through those struggles. You're going to be able to make it happen, be able to get past those struggles. And that's something that I feel like a lot of us just run into sticky situations with who it is that we're trying to listen to, with who it is that we're trying to follow, with what it is, the information that we're trying to get. That a lot of people are just trying to set you all up for absolute failure. I'm telling you, they just want to set you up for failure. They want themselves to just keep looking better, getting nicer, having more, being better, and they don't care if you do anything. They just want you to keep staying down there. No, down there. Nope, down there. Way down there. They want y'all way down there so that they can stay way up here and go even higher up and start to even elevate and start to get more and have more. I mean, even elevate to the sky. Like, they got to have their own jets. They got to have their own planes. They got to have their own helicopters. They got to have their own space rocket ships. They got to have their own everything. But you got to be down there. And that's all that they're looking for from you. They're not trying to help you and get you in a better situation. They're just trying to get you to stay damaged, because they just say a message to you and they're just like, yeah, see, they're talking about the I don't know what you call all that stuff. The gays, the lesbians, the trans, all the people. Oh, see, we gotta go fight. We gotta go to battle with them. We gotta go try to destroy them. And they're getting all y'all to go over there and start doing that. And that is going to absolutely destroy you. That is going to get you off target, off mark from what it is that you should be doing on this planet and where it is that you should be going on this planet. Keeping you focused on such hatred, keeping you focused on such destruction, that there's no way that having all this hatred and all this... Oreo, all done, guys. There's no way that having... that was pretty funny, Oreo. You definitely are beast mode. I appreciate you. But keeping you in all this hate and keeping you in all this destruction is never going to be able to allow you to see the light and see the awesomeness, to see the grace of God, of who he truly is and what he's actually able to bring to you. Because he's saying to you every single day, get out of this hate, get out of the destruction, get out of the envious, get out of the jealousy, get out of the rage, get out of all of that, and come on over here and take a look at what we could have and what we could be a part of over here. That's something that he's saying to us. And he's not going to be able to be open and full and fulfill with us if we're just constantly trying to get into so much hate. And if you constantly are listening to people that you think you look up to, you appreciate, you're inspired. That's the word I was looking for. Inspired. people that you're inspired, that inspire you, that you think are just the best of the best and the strongest of the strongest, and they always got the right message and the right thing to say, and they're always so perfect. And you don't know these people. You only watch them for a little bit of time. You only see a little bit of what's going on. That's why I can say to anybody and everybody, you come check me out on a day-to-day, every single day basis, on a time-to-time, anytime at any time of the day, in any situation. And you can see what the heck I'm doing. You can see what's going on in Mark Anthony DeBose Jr.'s life. It's the same here, and it's the same all the time. In reality, like, I don't even know what to say right there, other than you'll probably be a little disappointed in knowing that I am the same, that I am no different, that I do talk the same, that I am the same all the time, that I don't know, you might get disappointed because I don't know what it is. And today, hey guys, all done. Hey guys, Johnny here, down, Oreo down, Johnny down. That's a beautiful sit, but down. You'd be disappointed because nowadays, Oreo down. Everybody is just always so quick to wanting to see like catch a lie, see that in action. Like, see, he's not doing it. So see, he's not like that. See, he's different than this, and it's just like you'll be disappointed in that fact. But I don't know. It's just something that I just have a real good understanding on, and a real good just know-how with me and what I see people and what I have a good understanding of what I see around people, especially when y'all want to pick your cameras up and start walking around and showing me around what's going on around you. That I see the same as 10 years ago. I don't see any differences. I don't see any growth. I don't see anything happening. But yet you're going further and further into what do you call this, political stuff, and you got these massive followers to be able to push all this political stuff to. And I just want to know who you are when you shut that camera off. What is it that you're doing when you shut that camera off? What is it that's going on around you when you shut that camera off? What's going on? Who are you actually? Who are you really? And I don't think that a lot of people can even get out here and get on there and even show what the realness is going on with them, what's really happening with them, what's really going on a day-to-day basis with them, that they have to keep on putting this lie on to try to just make themselves feel good. And that's where I'm going to say that's how you start testing, and that's how you start questioning, that's how you start challenging who people are and who everyone is. Same with me. You start questioning and challenging, who the heck is Mark Anthony DeBose Jr.? Who the heck is this dude? This little guy up here that yesterday he was talking about it was 100 degrees. It was. And then today it's 50 degrees. It is. And it's who is this guy? Is this guy talking about nonsense? Is this guy just foolish? Is this guy silly? Does this guy know anything? Does this guy just some uneducated, don't know nothing, just nobody? Or is he someone who actually does know a little bit about going on with his life? That I love for people to just challenge me. I love for people to just say something to me that just like, go ahead, see what it is I'm going to say next, because I know for a fact it's not going to be what you thought. It's going to be something that you already kind of thinking up in your brain. You're going to be like, wow, dude, like, how do you know about that? Like, wow, dude, like you do know that. Like, wow, dude, it's like, yes, all day, every day, I know what I talk about. I talk about what I know. I'm not going to talk about things that I don't know. And I feel like that's the situation that a lot of people are getting stuck up in and caught up in, is talking about stuff that they don't know anything about, that they end up talking and giving out these know-hows and these instructions on what you should be doing when they have no idea how to do it, when they've never even done it, when they've never even been a part of it, and they don't even know what's going on, because they're just reading from a script. They're reading from a script on just what someone else said. Now they got to say it. Now they got to be a part of it, and they got to do the same thing now. And I just feel like that's where I'm never going to be something of the same that I just see anything doing out there. When someone's like, "Yeah, what you think about that? We should go fight for that." I'm gonna say, no. Oh no. Why would you go fight with that? Why would you go get in that battle? God said He's gonna handle that. Who are you on this planet to think that you are a strong enough person to be able to handle all this and do all of that and do all that and then still be able to figure out how to take care of yourself? Because there's one thing I will know and say for 100% fact. If you're so focused over there, I know you ain't taking care of your family. I know you ain't taking care of your situation. I know you ain't taking care of your house. I know your room is dirty. I know your kitchen is jammed up. I know you don't know how to cook a single meal. I know you don't ever spend any time and have any appreciation with your kids or with your spouse in any sort of way. I know when you way out there doing all that and constantly in those battles all the time, I know for a fact you are not at home with your family, taking care of your family, doing what it is that you're supposed to be doing. I just know that for 100% fact. That's what happens. That's what goes on. And I know that a lot of this stuff that's out there that's going on is like creating more of that chaos. It's like creating more of that drama. It's like creating more of that negativity, because it's just a simple fact, people. How many people do you know that's just, we all divorced? Everyone's been divorced, and that's just some crazy unfortunate circumstances that everybody runs into because they're just so quick to, see, I found something. This is better over here. I'm just going to go do this now. And this is cooler over here. And I'm going to go over there and go do that now. Everyone's just so quick to just quit and give up, and I got this over there and I got that over there, and because you're not actually in it. You're not in where you are. You're out there all the time. You're always out there. Hey, all right, let's get down. You're always out there. You're always over there. You're always over there. You're always back there. You're always up there. You're always somewhere else. You're never home. You're never in what really matters. You're never in what you really should be focusing on. And that's something I'm going to say, that I just want everyone to start focusing more and more on what it is that really matters, what it is that's really around you, what it is you really need to focus on. And that's something that is as simple as it is with me, with people and these dogs that unfortunately I don't have no baby children around me to be able to work with, that fortunately someday and someday soon enough I'll eventually be able to get into that realm. But as far as now, I've got my dogs, I've got my animals to be able to work with, to be able to keep on helping me and keep on pushing me and keep on doing some stuff with, to be able to get a good understanding of. It's just, there's something that I was just listening to today, a very, very powerful talk by a bunch of dog trainers, and just talking about how everyone just wants this magic fairy tale life with their dog, but they end up having just a nuisance in their home. They end up having something that's so destructive in their home. They end up having something that they just can never turn their back on. That the second that they look the other way, the second that that dog is doing something savage and going absolutely crazy. And that's just like a testament, an understanding of what it is that's going on in your everyday, day-to-day basis. When I see that happen, when I see that animal going to food, when I see that animal just acting so buck wild, I'm like, I know what's going on. You're not focused. You're not dialed in. You're not taking care of what really matters. And what really does matter the most to you and to everyone around you are close to you. You're so far over there, you're so far over there, you're so far away that you're not focused and taking care of what really, right here, right now, what's in it, what's going on. That you got to get out of these fights, you got to get out of this drama, you got to get out of this rage that everyone else is trying to get you to be a part of. And you got to start focusing and taking care of what really matters, your own stuff. If your stuff is a mess, how are you going to be out there to try to do anything for anybody else? You got to get your stuff right first. When your stuff is right, now you may be able to go out and go and explore a little bit to see, how can I help this out, because my stuff's on point, my stuff's good to go, my stuff's in order. Now I'm someone of character to be able to do something. But if your stuff is acting a fool, there's just no way that you have the understanding, the time to even worry about something over there. Your stuff is acting a fool. Your stuff is out of order. Like, get yours in order first, and then you'll be able to go on. So just let it all go. Let everything go and get your stuff in order. That's almost like something that I feel like we don't talk about anymore today. That we just, if this isn't right, then it's okay, because everyone else's is like that as well. And it's okay, everyone else's does that, and no, it's not. It's not okay just because someone else does it. For you to be acting a fool, for you to be out of order, for you to be living in chaos, for you to be in frustration, for you to be in such anger every single day. No, it's not okay for you to do that. Just because you can hear a story from someone else that does it, is living that exact same. You can hear a story of someone that's lives right next door to you that's fighting. I mean, you can hear them fighting. You can hear them through the windows. Y'all houses are so close today that you can hear everybody fighting 2, 4, 5, 8 houses down. Everyone down the street is just arguing and yelling and complaining and Johnny down. Fighting and complaining and battling and doing all that just because they're doing that doesn't mean that you should be on that same trajectory doing that same thing. You should be doing something, being a whole difference than anything else out here that you see. And the more that you're out there looking at all this stuff, the more that you're trying to burn those buildings down, to try to destroy them and sabotage them, the more that your own stuff near you is going to be doing that exact same thing. And I have a very, very, very personal understanding that I know every single person on this planet has a very good understanding of this concept of life, that when you put so much hate out there on something else, watch how it just comes right back to you. That you can have it all out there and then watch how your children are going to damage you and destroy you. You know why? Because they're looking at you like, why is all your energy over there and not on me? Dad, why is your energy on that but not on me? What, Mom, why is your energy over there but not on me? And you're going to run into a very, very sticky situation where they're just going to look at you and just say, you know what, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I should follow. I don't know where I should go. I don't know anything. I don't know what's going to happen. And then me personally, I'm in a very, very, very unfortunate circumstance that I've got kids, but I don't have kids. because of the very, very unfortunate circumstances of how today's society is with everything. And that's why I know for a 100% fact, not 100% fact, but maybe let's put about 75 to an 85% fact, my future will never be the same. It will not be the same at all as my past, because I will not be falling into the same traps and the same crap and the same everything that I was in. That I'm going to let that go. I'm going to stay on my fight, stay on my battle, stay on my mission, stay in my lane, and not try to fix that and try to get that better and try to help that and try to gain that. I'm just going to stay on my mission and doing what it is that I need to do to make sure that everyone around me is on that same mission and on that same game plan and has the same goals in mind and has the same aspirations behind them to want to be a part of and want to do the same type stuff on this planet. And that's something that I just have to I gotta be very careful of on a lot of moves that I've been making today, especially today. The older I get, the more this is an interesting concept on this planet. But the older a man gets, the more valuable he ends up getting. The older, I'm not gonna say the other side of that, 'cause that's not for me to worry about. That's not for my talk. I'm a man. I don't know nothing about no women. But me as a man, I noticed that the older I get, the more valuable I end up getting on this planet. That I have way more to offer today than I can't just be loose with anything that's going on. And that's why we have to be very, very careful not to try and, I'm going to go over there and try to burn that down, because you need to focus on what you got to do, what you need to do. And God is 100% clear on his language on making sure that we don't put destruction on anybody else, that we don't put anything on anybody else. We don't try to damage them in any sort of way, that we try to show them kindness, that we show them the glory of who he is and what he is, and then it's for him to be able to work through his magic through that person to be able to explain what it is that he needs to do and what it is that's going on. And we need to stop as human beings to sit here and think that we're the ones that are in control of being able to get someone else to stop doing something and or get someone else to start doing something. It's not for me to sit here and say to you, I believe what I believe in, you have to. And if you don't, I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to just demolish you. I'm going to do all this to you. No, it's for me to say, you don't agree with what I agree? Cool. I'm going this way. You keep going that way. Goodbye. Have a good life, man. Have a fun time. And I'm going to stay on my mission over here and keep on doing what it is that I'm doing. Now, here's the biggest situation here. If you want to try to come to me, we split ways. I'm going this way. I'm doing what I'm doing. Now, if you over there, you say, you know what? You believe in that. Now I'm going to come and try to attack you. Now you want to come and attack me. Now you want to kind of try. I'm not coming at you at all. You come and attack me and I'm like, oh man, you just hurt me. You harmed me. You slowed me down. You got in my way a little bit. I'm still not going to come back and retaliate against you. I'm not going to do anything to you. I'm just going to say that sucks. And I'm going to still stay on my mission doing what it is that I'm doing, knowing that I'm good to go. I'm taken care of. That whatever you try to bring to me is just, you're going to have to stop at some point. That's where God says, hey, he's going to take care of that. He's going to manage that. Well, I stay over here. He's going to take care of you and manage you. And I just stay focused on what I need to stay focused on and stay in my lane and stay what I need to do and not try to throw any hate at anybody, not try to throw any rage at anybody, not try to do anything to anybody, but just let it all go and just keep on doing what it is that I'm doing and just keep on spreading the message and keep on trying to help people and keep on trying to guide people and show people something that's different than everybody else. It says, yeah, he hits you. It's like, okay, I'm going to go this way. Why would I just stay in it with them and just keep going further at it with them? He's talking bad about you. Okay, why would I sit there and try to exchange words with them? Just going back and forth, blah, 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 just staying in this all the time. I'm just, he said that about me? Cool, awesome. I'm going to keep going that way. I'm headed that direction. I'm not focusing on that. I'm headed forward. I'm headed moving on. I'm not going to sit there and look at it and hang in it and chill in it and try to just marinate in it. I'm just going to, you said that? Okay, let's move forward, Anthony. I'm moving on now. I'm moving on to something greater and better and more interesting. Why would I stay back at that? Why would I even sit in it for a little bit of time? Why would I put any sort of my energy to just want to hang out in that when all you want to do is destroy? I'm going to move on to do something awesome. I'm going to move on to do something new. I'm going to move on to be more creative. I'm going to move on and have some more fun and be able to be down. Oreo down and try to make something else happen out here instead of just feeling like I gotta stay in this and stay in that. I'm not gonna look back there with you. You always looking in the back if that's what you want to come with. I'm going to keep on moving forward. And that's the language of who God is and what God brings to us. And that's something that makes our life so simple. It brings such simplistic living to us on a day-to-day basis that we don't have to worry about that. And not having to worry about that, I'm telling you, calms you down. It relaxes you. When he says that he's going to handle that, he's going to take care of that. Just stay on your mission. You are not going to get every single person to come on board with you, to come along with you. You're just not. You're not. You're a simple human being. And I say that, and some people just, the ego hits and everything hits. I'm a simple human. I ain't no simple human being. I'm intelligent. I'm in this. It's like, no, use a simple human being in comparison to what's out here and what's been made out here and how this is laid out here and how this is done out here. Now, you have no idea how to even start the process of creating your own first seed to make it this tree that's even standing right here. You have no idea how to even make that, how to create your own. Not take one and then multiply it and take one and clone one, but create your own. We still have no new created trees out here, people. Like something as simple as that, I'm going to say, that we would look at as a human being and say, a tree, hey, Oriole, get down. We would look at a tree and say that's simple. That's not even living. That's just not conscious. That's just a silly tree. But yet you can't make one. You can't create a new one. You can't create a whole new wood species. You can't make that happen. So those being simple, we are just as simple as a human being. And there's no way, no how that we are able to try to make and force and convince every single person to be on the same mission that you're on, that you want to be a part of, that you want to go to. And the more that you start letting that go, the more you let it go, the more freedom you're going to start having, the more joy you're going to start having, the more peace you're going to start having, the more self-control you're going to start having, the more glorious things are going to keep on coming to you and happening to you. That you're not going to have to feel defeated every single day. You're not going to feel destroyed every single day. You're not going to feel like I just all these rambling, rampaging style feelings of just this level of hate that's inside of you because you see someone doing something that you're just like, I can't stand that. Why are they doing that? What is their thinking? What's going on with that? You're going to let all that go. Just imagine that. Imagine letting all that go and just having like a peaceful day of not having to force someone to do something that you want them to do. And that's the same thing with even this is where the separation with dogs and children come into play. That's where with dog, yes, I'm going to control everything all the time. But that's where when a kid decides, I kind of want to do this. It's not for you to lay that and say, no, you're never doing that. Watch how fast they're going to do it. It's for you to be the example, to show them exactly what it is that you're supposed to do, exactly how it is you want to get it done, exactly the right ways of getting things to be complete on this planet. It's not for you to try to be some ruler dictator, to try to force them and be about them and try to make them and do this and force that and do this and don't do that. And you're not going to get anywhere on the planet by doing that. And I feel like a lot of us, most all of us today are headed with not having knowledge, I guess, is in reality. And at the same time, a lot of these churches that I go to, like I don't know what it is, people. We just don't teach anybody anything anymore. Where I feel like that's something that I'm trying to be able to get better and better at with understanding how to my teaching, my process. And that's why I do what it is that I do out here, to just keep getting better and better and better at it. And I'm just 36 years old. I got a lot of living to go still. I got a lot to go through that in reality, is it 4 years? Not even in 3 years. In 3 years, I'll have 1,000 chances at this. And after 1,000 chances of getting better and better and better, I'm going to be doing pretty good. And in 5 years, and in 10 years, and in 15 years, and in 20 years, and 30 years, and even in 30 years, I'm only going to be 66 years old. I'm not even going to be that old still. That I got a lot of practice to do with this. I got a lot of learning to do with this. That we just not teaching anybody anything anymore. And that's my main focus today, is moving away from just madness and start to teach certain things that are going on and be able to help people with getting knowledge to be able to actually do better and be better. It's something that I just feel like that church isn't doing anymore. They're just trying to get you to feel good for a little bit and just try to send a message of like, just pray more and he'll give you all the riches and he'll give you all the glory and he'll give. No, it's like you got to put some steps in here to be able to figure out how to get some stuff. And I feel like a big thing that we're not teaching in a lot of these organizations anymore is like taking care of our families and having a family and doing anything like that. Because I just know for me, for a fact, that no one ever taught me none of this stuff. No one ever showed me none of this stuff. No one's ever shown anyone that I know any of this stuff. No one's ever read the books and explained to you like, hey, maybe you should try this and try this instead, because that right there, that's not working, obviously, because it's leading you to destruction every single day. That's not working, obviously, because you're just frustrated and angry every single day. So you need to try something different here. And I feel like we're not getting that information. And as much as we have the ease of access of information today, it's almost like we have the opposite of that, because we got we got more of this stuff that's just trying to like you good. We got more ease of access of watching these like funny stuff to try to just make you feel good for a little bit, as opposed to stuff that's educational, that's trying to actually get you into a better place and get you to do something better. That we're falling a slave into just wanting to consume content that is just fun. It's just like, oh yeah, look, he's racing and he blew this up and he shot this down and he did this, and it's like, it's not actually teaching us anything. It's not actually getting us anywhere. It's just keeping us in a silly mindset that's just not actually getting us to be a better human being on this planet. That we're just all consuming the same stuff over and over and over again. Where I just feel like that's been something with me that's been a very different thing. Of the stuff that I watch and the things that I listen to and the things that I study are just always trying to figure out how to get smarter, how to get more intelligent, how to have more knowledge, how to have more understanding on things. Where I just even studied for days on water towers, what are water towers for and how they work and what their purpose is and what's going on with them. Just having good information on how to be Oreo down. Having good information on how to be able to have that, so that I can explain it to someone else when they have that question. We're just like, what is that thing? They're like, hey man, this is actually what this is for. This is what it does and what it does. I feel like that's something that we're getting away from, and that's something that I want to dig deeper on and try to embrace more and try to get better at, to try to be able to give and provide to people more and more. And then also at the same time, I love to be tested. I love to be challenged. I love to be pushed. I love to be just ask those questions where you could just, you want to talk to me like I don't know it. And then you ask me that question, and then I just respond to with that question like, yeah, this is what's going on. And you're just like, oh, okay, you actually do know. I don't know what it is with me, but people love to just challenge me, and I've been doing everything my entire life to make sure that I am basically up for that challenge. That when I say I can run a mile at this time, we can set it up. You can set up in your course. You can have a stopwatch, and you can say go. And you're gonna watch me do it, and I'm gonna get it done. When you say, what do you know about chickens? And I'm gonna say, I just hatched out 90.5%. I did real good on this hatch. I counted it all, 320, I was almost right with my number, perfect on. 326 baby chicks, but there's 6 more in there that are still about to hatch out, but I don't let those ones go with the flock, because the flock is already here. There's 326 baby chicks out there, and I think it's 21 of my own flock that I had my first time ever doing, is taking from my own chickens, taking my own eggs, my own breeding system, and hatching my own eggs that I had out here from my own stuff. First time I ever did that. It's just so cool. Where I do know a whole lot about that, and I know a whole lot. I know a whole lot about the genes. I know a whole lot about the all of that stuff. That I don't know. I just want to know this so that when you have a question, when you're trying to figure something out, I got the answer for that. And with that said, I just want to say thank you. And I want to say thank you for this amazing hatch that I just had, of looking at all these baby chicks out in my brooder that one day here soon enough, when they're a little more acclimated, that I'll show you what they look like. That 302, what is it, like 300 and, I think it's a 340 in there right now. 340 baby chicks all in one place is it's a lot. It's really cool. It's not a lot. It's not what I still want. I want to do 3,000. Shoot, I want to do 30,000. I want to do massive batches to be able to feed millions of people in reality. That's my understanding of what I'm trying to do out here with what I'm practicing with, what I'm learning with. I've done small batches, small batches to me is 50. I've done small batches of that. I've done small batches of 25s. I've done those, but now I'm doing into the hundreds, and I love doing batches in the 300 to 400 to 500 range right now. That's just all I have a system for currently, but I'd like to be able to just keep going and going and going and going and going. And I'm just so thankful for this machine to be able to perform and do what it is that it's doing, to be able to give me such an amazing hatch. And all these chicks look awesome. They all look great. They all look healthy. I had one that had like a bum leg at first, but I put him in there and worked his leg a little bit and threw him back in there, and he looks like he's good to go now. And I'm just so thankful to be able to have this and be a part of this and be able to do this, that It's just the coolest thing. It's just I don't know how to explain the excitement that I get when I just sit in there and hang with them and just watch them and hear them all chirping away and doing what it is that they're doing. That it's just, I don't know, it's just the coolest thing. It's really, really neat, and I'm just so thankful to be able to have that. And I'm so grateful to be able to have this, and I'm so grateful to be able to have the system that I have in there, and I upgraded and I changed. I said call upgraded, but I'm always just changing. I changed my brooder this time to do something completely different system, completely different style. And I'm just gonna see how it works and see how it goes. And I watch them every day, multiple times a day, checking on them to see how things are working, how things are going. But this system that I'm using this time is something that I could just multiply this system so easily, so fast, with absolutely no money involved, because that's what I'm going to say my new systems keep going to. And I'm so thankful to be able to have this and be able to do this, is my new systems come down to using no money at all, just using stuff that's around and using stuff that's already in place, and seriously using stuff that's just already fallen from the ground, and putting it together to know that it doesn't cost me anything. Doesn't even cost me screws, doesn't cost me just some string, but I can make the string. Next time I'll make my own string. But that's all that it costs me is nothing in reality, zero. And I've been doing that over and over and over, each batch getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, and watching it actually get more and more efficient and better and better and better every single time. And that's something that I'm so grateful to be able to do. I'm so grateful to be a part of, so grateful to be inspired to be able to continue to keep on upgrading what it is that I'm doing. And I'm just so happy to be able to be out here and make this happen. That today, it's very, very strange that yesterday seriously was 100 degrees with an average of 80 something, that today it's an average of like 40 something. That it's interesting we can go from one day to the next day and lose what is that, technically 100%, lose half the temperature, and it just drastically changes like that. And I know that that's the hardest part for a lot of these animals out here to be able to deal with and be able to have a good working with. But I'm just so grateful to be able to have every little shelter in place for all of these animals to be able to have and be able to utilize. And when the temperature is however it is, that I've been able to be here long enough to be able to play and experiment, and at the same time have a good understanding of what these animals actually need, what they require to be able to survive and be able to thrive out here on this planet. And I don't know, it's just kind of the coolest of the coolest thing. And I'm just so excited to be able to be a part of this and be able to do this. And it's just the neatest thing, because here soon enough I'm gonna be able to have a whole lot of chicken. Because it would take about 2 months. About 2 months from now, I'll have my first batch that I'll be processing to be able to consume, to keep on growing, to keep on doing what it is I'm doing out here. And at the same time, I now have most of that is probably not most of it, but a lot of it's going to go towards dog food, and to be able to supply my dogs with some absolutely amazing food that I only wish that I could just, give it to people to be able to eat. But there's just so many rules in this country that if I want to let it go and stop letting it go, I want to be a person that can bring it back and allow that a lot of these laws that we have with our food, that we can start changing it up so that I could give you what I'm grazing out here, and you could just have it, you could eat it, you could enjoy it, you could be a part of the same thing that I'm a part of. But there's so many rules and so many guidelines and so many this and this that just stop and restrict us as farmers to be able to I still don't I class myself as a hobby farmer. I'm not for sale farmer still yet. That I sell just a little bit of stuff that I do, but I'm on the hobby side of things, that I just enjoy doing this stuff, and I enjoy it for my own self out here. That I want to be able to turn this into something that I can be able to feed more and more people with. That I know it's going to come to me that in 23, one of my big goals is to get my own mobile processing facility up and running, inspected and certified and ready, so that I can start selling this stuff, what it is that I do out here, to the public. And then I want to get my restaurant license so that I can start cooking it, and I can start my process of making my drive-through buffet that I'm going to be the first. And I'm going to say this, and someone else starts it up before I start it up. I came with that idea of the drive-through buffet. You're going to drive through and you're going to pick what you want, and you're going to be gone. You can get on out of here. And I want to have a first restaurant style like that. That's just doing that, because I don't know what it is, but that just sounds super cool to me, that I want to get all my licenses and all my permits to be able to make all that happen. And that's kind of one of my main focuses of next year. As much as I've been working dogs, I understand them today. So working that is no longer a hard skill for me to have to study and work so much for. It's just something that it's easy to me today. It's just background noise. That now I want to focus more on making sure I get back on one of my main missions, And one of my main missions is talking to you to let you know that God is great, God is awesome, God is powerful, God is just here to be able to assist you. And at the same time, I want to be able to feed you with food that came from His land, with food that's able to just grow and thrive off of His land. And I want to be able to feed more and more people. Those are my two major major things that I'm working towards and working on to be able to have in this next year to come. That hopefully you'll be able to see my chicken somewhere, and you'll be able to buy it, and you'll be able to taste it, and you'll be able to have a different experience and something that you ain't never had this. You never had it. I still have tasted another chicken anywhere that's anywhere close to similar to what it is that I'm growing here. And that's not just me being biased on, oh, you made it. So no, I let everyone try it. And I don't tell you that I cook my chicken when I cook it for you. I don't tell you, because I know that a lot of people just are like, ooh, I'm not gonna eat that. I saw it running out there before. It's like, I hear you. That's new, that's different. It's not the norm for us anymore. But once you eat it, you're just like, wow, that was the best chicken wing I've ever had. That's the best chicken breast I've ever eaten. Those are the best thighs I've ever had before. And I'm like, I know. They got something to it. They got some extra, they got realness to them, is what I'm gonna say. And that realness is what is I want more people to be a part of real. Knowing exactly what it is that you're getting, and not feeling as if you're a little confused with, I'm not sure what is and what isn't. That you know exactly what it is that you're getting. You know exactly what's happening. You know exactly how it's prepared, and you know where it was grown, and you know how it was taken care of. And that's something for me that's just very powerful, that I want more and more people to be a part of that. So with that said, I gotta head out here, and I hope y'all have a great day, because I gotta go for a walk still. And that's gonna be kind of chilly today.